everybody, and welcome to Railroader Part 2. Hope you all enjoy the intro. We will probably be playing tomorrow a few different games. I will probably do an episode 3 that will hopefully I'll have released over the weekend. I also might do 2 other video game episodes. I might start a game of Bendy and the Ink Machine. I might do a little version of that too. We might have a Bendy and Ink Machine horror game, or I might play one of my other games that I have. I have Cuphead. We have a few different options that we'll go with. I'm just gonna right now see what works for a bit. As you can see, I have bought some more logging cars, and I did the shunting. I right now have our number 3 heading out with our East Whittier freight cars, taking it to the bridge. So that is what right now that one is doing. Gotta back up the locomotives back into fill it up with coal and water. It's kind of the lifeblood of a steam engine. Don't wanna go crazy there. I also finally figured out a name for our YouTube, for the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel's name is officially going to be Kingstone Gaming as of right now. That will probably change once I figure out a better name for the channel. But as of right now, that is what the channel's name is. Hopefully you all like it. I think it should work pretty nicely. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments about the name. If you have any better name suggestions, that would be great. But yeah, basically we just gotta fill up on coal and water, and then after that we'll meet right back probably at 6 a.m. Is where we'll be right back at. But right now we're just filling up coal and water. Going to take a bit for each of the trains, and luckily our number 3 is already almost at its destination, which is great for us actually. Basically, we'll put the number 1 to be our new passenger locomotive because she's a 10-wheeler, and I don't know why, but 10-wheelers, you got the 460s, aka the 10-wheelers, that just, they always look better with passenger trains than the 260s. 260s look nice with a passenger train, but 260s more using logging trains, I think. Shunting engines, sure. That type of stuff. But this will be a shorter video. I do plan on having it shorter because I do not plan on having it be a long one. Probably at most we're going to have a half an hour video today, because I'm going to try not go crazy. Because it is a holiday weekend, I'll probably only have about I'll probably have more videos out next week compared to my usual because of the holiday. Because I'll have time off of my trade school. I'm right now in building technologies, and I work a full-time job on the weekends. So I won't always have a video up every single day. But this week and these next 2 weeks, because of the holiday, I will probably have more up. So that will be nice. I'll be able to do more videos than most times. So, perfect time to really start the channel. Really. Going to get some water. And real quick, we're going to just apply the handbrakes on these freight cars. Disconnect the air hoses. And then we're going to take these 2 cars to their intended spot. Now, you can just guess, but if you want, you can go operations, go to Ella, and you can see where they need to go. So that one needs to go there. And then where does the other one have to go? Does the other one have to go to the same place? Let's see. Yep, both going to the same exact location. So that works for us. Really, that's good for us. Go and connect to our good old cars. I'm gonna actually get these to load at number 3. We're gonna just make sure they all work together on that. And then we're gonna have the number 1. We're going to first connect its air brakes, because don't want that happening. And we're also going to we'll customize it to be type of yellow. I think that just about matches. Just about. I can actually couple it to copy to coupled, so that works for me. And then we'll get the lining to be the red color again. Apply and copy to coupled on that one. And there we go. We got a nice little train built. We're going to at least take this to get it sectioned. And we're also going to just get our train to be ready to collect passengers at Ella. We're going to want to connect our air hoses. And how is Connie Creek doing with the log supply? We're actually almost there for complete, so we're going to also officially, it's the second day, because we're still only on our second day of gameplay also. We're going to just, for the sawmill, we're going to open up a tier 2 contract because we got more freight cars that we can do. Tier 3 we could possibly do, but that's going to be very difficult keeping all that lumber. Yeah, I've done it before with just gonna be a yeah, we'll go with the tier 3 because we should be able to with all that. But we're going to just get our train logs all set up. How we do that? We can just leave these here for right now. Then we'll get this train back on the sidings because we're able to. But one nice thing is we got the Berkshire, which I mean, if any of you guys have ever seen the Polar Express, you definitely have seen this type of locomotive. She's a heavy-duty locomotive. If you don't know much about trains, the reason she's a big locomotive, basically, locomotives were at one point, you had small locomotives. Easy one to demonstrate would be actually our number 1 here. You can see how there's a gap. That gap was because of this firebox here. Back in the day, they couldn't really figure out how to fit a wheel there, so that's why there's so much of a gap here compared to these two, because they could not figure out how to really put the wheel through the firebox. Later, if you look at like the nice little 462, what they did was they just would put a trailing truck. They would put their drive wheels there, but then for like the firebox, they would put a trailing truck to support the weight of the firebox and the cab, but they were still able to have enough of the boiler to basically get the locomotive adhesion on the rails proper. So thankfully that was a thing. Number 1, how are we doing on passengers? We're doing okay with passengers right now. We have the number 2 heading up towards Connie Creek, and then we'll have her come back down to pick up these good old wagons, and then we'll also shunt these into the siding. But actually, just so that we have a little bit of daylight, let's wait an hour to get to 6 a.m. And look at that. Look at the way that gives that little morning fog mist. Definitely a very decent looking game with how it does that. And then we'll have what looks to be about, we're going to have over 60 passengers already heading towards Whittier, so we're already doing a decent amount of hauling to that. So we're going to Actually, where is my character? I am in the number 3. Okay. Well, we're just going to tell number 1. I'm just going to run over here because might as well just run to go grab it instead of going back into the overview. Got lost. We're just going to have the number 1 travel up here and then I'll drive it back by hand. The number 2 is going up the logging spur. It's a very windy and twisty spur. I mean, this top speed that you should probably be going is, I would say probably 25 the entire way. It's just dangerous to try going further. I never use this logging spur except for pulpwood because you can only fit like at most 3 cars of regular logs. Like it's not a lot of logs you can fill in there. The pulpwood, however, you can fill like 2 cars, and pulpwood, it works for the type of material you need to use. And then you got like this nice little, you can easily fix your camera and you could get a nice little video of the logging loco pushing a thing of logs up the rails. And then you can have a nice little whistle. But yeah, once you get this to the area, as you can see, it will slowly start to, as you can see, the green circle is now going down, meaning it's slowly unloading. And also, you can see that it's now at 44.9 tons compared to what it was earlier. And then, eventually, you'll get the bridge unlocked, and then you can go all the way down to Bryson, which unlocks a lot more freight opportunities also for your freight trains. So that is the nice part. And we're also almost there because literally right after this last curve, you basically get to the logging spur for that train, and then we'll get the other train to get dropped off up here basically, because yeah. Now listen to the jingle, now listen to the roar, as it rides along the woodland, by the hills and by the shore. She's mighty tall and handsome, she's known by all. She's a regular combination on the Wallback Cannonball. I'm going, now that I got, by the way, the reason the sound quality for my voice is a little bit better, I got today a good old microphone. I was originally using my gaming headset, but now I have a better mic. As you can see, definitely can make it look pretty nice when you're having a train pull up. So one part that I did not show is when you're driving. You can lean out. Hit the wrong button there. But using E and Q, you can lean yourself. So say I want to lean myself and look back and see if I'm shunting properly, or shoving is the correct term. You can check. So we're gonna real quick just disconnect from there. And then we're going to also now Control T. No, that's Shift T. Control T. There we go. And we're going to have number 2 just head down to go pick that up. We got some passengers loading up. We got $80 for the passenger service that we just did. So that's good. So yeah, as you can see, if I want to, we have the reverser right here, we have the throttle here. $19, good. And once you get a longer train, you'll definitely see your freight cars a lot further than that type of curve. Like right now, when you're on a straight piece of track, you can see some of them, but then they kind of blend in into just one line. And you can see right through the window right there, though. You can see the ladder that connects to the caboose, and you can see all the seats. That is a nice thing. If you ever wanted to be a pain to yourself, you could also apply the handbrake to the tender. That going to slow you down. I think you can still technically drive, but in all reality, you definitely should not be driving with a tender brake on, because that's what you would call causing you to get a flat spot on your wheels. Because if you have your brakes on in one specific area for way too long, you're going to get a flat spot. That flat spot is basically going to just make it so that your train just does not feel right with your wheels. Kind of like, think of a flat tire. You don't want to drive a flat tire. You don't want to drive a locomotive if basically the wheels have a flat spot, because it's just going to go make noise, going to give you trouble, going to cause you to derail more than likely, because it's just not fun. Definitely not a fun time. Also, we are, and we're almost out of here. We got a decent amount still to go, but she definitely moves a lot better when you aren't coupled up to a bunch of freight cars at one time. Also, because we are going to get Bryson here in a few days, I am only going to get as one other locomotive. that being the Rogers 10-wheeler. Which hopefully I popped it up on the screen. This is what I mean by when I say we have, it looks almost like the Casey Jones steam locomotive that he drove until he died. He died a hero. He died on April 30th of literally the turn of the century. Casey Jones, also known as John Luther, was an American railroader who was killed after stopping his passenger train in Vaughn, the small town of Vaughn, Mississippi, because a brake hose on the freight train that was shunting broke, leading for them to be there. And when that happened, he sadly, with a hand on the whistle and a hand on the brake, he told his fireman to jump, and he stayed with his engine, slowing it down from roughly, from what I remember hearing, he slowed it down from, I think it was about 70 miles an hour to a decent speed of I think it was 30 or something like that. I don't fully remember. It's, you know how it is. But all I can tell you is he did slow down his locomotive, and he died a hero because of that. I always number my locomotive after his locomotive, which was 382. And I think that's a decent whistle for it. Yeah, definitely a decent whistle that we have for this locomotive. Then during our small time of buying that loco, we have number 2 coming in already. We have our number 1, which honestly, surprisingly did not derail. I'm going to be entirely honest. That is utterly surprising. That we did not derail that loco. But now we have 4 locos. Because as I said, next time I record, I will have that bridge done. And until then, which I'll probably film that tomorrow, I hope everybody has a good rest of the day. And have a good rest of if you're watching this during the day, have a good rest of your day. If you're watching this during the night, have a good night. Okay.